Good morning. Today, I will present to you a topic that's related to database security. Information security is essential in any form. We always want every piece of data that we have been protected as much as possible. Most of the information that we deal nowadays are being stored in a database, which is being used to store, edit, and access all the information or data that we have. And database security is the mechanism that protects the database against intentional or accidental threats. Threats for database can be executed either intentional or accidental. The idea to be protected against these different kinds of threat is the concept behind database security. We can relate these things to, first, theft and fraud. It can have unauthorized use of some information which are supposedly private. Second is the loss of confidentiality. Sensitive information or those which are confidential can be lost and others may have illegal access to the said data. Third is loss of privacy, integrity, and availability are somehow related to each other because they focus and deal with information that should not be accessed by anyone. Threat is an intentional or accidental event that may adversely affect the system. Example of these threats are, first is using another person's login name access data. Number one example is accessing data by pretending to be someone else. Then the second one is unauthorized copying data. Second example is when someone copied some data without the authorization of the person or organization owning the said data. And the third one is program or data alternation. Third is the definitely to alter some program codes or data being used in some program and data. And the fourth one is illegal entry by hacker. Some can access something even without authorization or even enter those programs and access files that are designed to be private. And the fifth one, as we all know, how viruses work and how this can damage our information, and etc. etc. Here are some of the things that we can do to protect our information from the threats mentioned from the previous pages. First one is authorization. It will help us to identify the individuals who will have access for certain files and information. Then the second one is views. Can possibly limit the people who will have the ability to access and some files and data. And the third one is backup and recovery. It will remove your worries from your files being accidentally deleted or be deleted without any authorization. And the fourth one is the integrity. Will help you do things and make sure it will not be invalid. Then the next one is encryption. It will help us to use the presentation to protect other more sensitive data and information. Then the next is RAID technology. Then authorization. The granting of a privilege that enable a user to have a legitimate access to a system. There are sometimes referred as access controls. The process of authorization involves authenticating the user requesting access the objects. And authenticating means a mechanism that determines whether a user is who he or she claimed to be. A system administrator is responsible for allowing user to have access to the system by creating individual user accounts. This process will help identify and limit the users that can access some information. Then closed versus open systems. Closed systems, some DBMS or their database management system required authorization for authorized DBMS users to access specific objects. Then while open systems allow users to have complete access to all objects within the database. Then DBMS or database management system may permit both individual user identifiers and group identifiers to be created. Certain privileges may be associated with specific identifiers, which indicate what kind of privilege is allowed with certain database objects. Each privileges has a binary value associated with it. The binary values are sum, and the total value indicates what privileges are allowed for a specific user or group with a particular object. Then this table shows you the difference between user and group identifier. In the table, SG37, SG14, SG5 identified as users, while on sales, on the other hand, is a group. And this access control matrix table, this table will show how can someone control who are the user or group that can access certain things. Assigning binary codes will help you to limit users and group of certain types. Then views is a dynamic result of one or more relational operations operating on the base relation to produce another relation. A view is a virtual relation that does not actually exist in the database, but is produced upon request by a particular user at the time of request. The view mechanism provides a powerful and flexible security mechanism by hiding parts of the database from certain users. The user is not aware of the existence of any attributes or rows that are missing from the view. Then, backup and recovery is the process of periodically taking a copy of the database and log file on the offline storage media. DBMS or Database Management System should provide backup facilities to assist with the recovery of a data failure. Then integrity, maintaining a secure database system by preventing data from becoming invalid. Then encryption, the encoding of data by a special algorithm that renders the data unreadable by any program without the descripting key or description key. There will be a degradation in performance because of the time taken to decode it. It also protects the data transmitted over communication lines. Then in RAID or redundant array of independent disk, the hardware that the DBMS is running on must be fault tolerant, meaning that the DBMS or database management system should continue to operate even if one of the hardware components fails. One solution is the use of RAID technology. RAID works on having a large disk array comprising an arrangement of several independent disks that are organized to improve reliability and at the same time increase performance. And thank you.